Well, in my presentation, I would like to draw your attention now to a specific chapter of Internet economics, more particularly to innovation theoretical approaches, which are supposed to deepen our understanding of technological change and social impact. I'd like to start with an observation, in the past decades, rapid technological change has been accompanied by equally fast changing assessments and predictions. And a good example would be the Internet. Well, if we take the Internet, we can see that the general impact assessment of the Internet changed 3 times within a decade. First, it was a boom phase connected to Web 1.0 services. This changed now to gloom caused by the burst of this bubble. Then it changed back to cautious optimism caused by the so-called Web 2.0 services. So now what we can see are different impact assessments. So we can distinguish 2 groups of assessments. The first assessment would be that it proclaims the end of the new economy. It's underlining Internet as an enabling technology only. It means Internet is only complementing, but it's not cannibalizing. In this sense, there is no new economy, but there's an old economy which has access to new technologies. So then there's a second group of analysts which say, no, there are strong, radical, and disruptive technologies active right now. What does it mean? So in that sense, Internet is a cannibalizing technology. So not only technology is replaced, but, and this is important, also the incumbent companies are replaced by new entrants. So that would be the other way to look at it. And if you look at the literature, you can see that there's a lot of literature about disruptive new technologies, voice over IP, wireless LAN, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, weblogs, emails, you name it. So this is all considered to be radical and disruptive. So in this situation, it seems that all this disruption is emerging and it's mushrooming. And we are living in a world of ferment, and we are looking for a new dominant design. So in this situation, it's the question, what are the helpful theories and concepts that innovation research offers to us? And there's a second question to be answered, and that is, are these concepts applicable to the convergent communications sector? Well, I will focus now on this concept of radical innovations, but also in particular in order to understand the disruptive technologies. And this concept is based on the book by Christensen called The Innovator's Dilemma, When New Technologies Cause Great Firms to Fail. Well, let me first put these 2 concepts in the broader field of innovation research. So we can see there's no common theory of innovation theory, but we have a common basic concept. And this common basic concept would be that it's an evolutionary development, it's nonlinear, it's a cyclical model of change. And this is based more or less on the pioneering work of Schumpeter. He worked in early times about so-called creative destruction of innovations. There are various typologies of technological change, and in order to understand this disruption, we have to combine it to see what does it mean, radical, incremental, combined with sustaining and disruptive. So first we take a look at this distinction between incremental innovations and radical innovations. So radical innovations would mean it's a discontinuous development. It means it's based on new technologies. It also means that there's a new dominant design coming up, and also important for social impact would be it needs a re-education, it needs new organizations, and it needs new skills. So if we take, for instance, digital switching, compared to analog switching, So this would be a radical innovation. If you only improve to make a technology faster, that would be an incremental innovation. So how to use this distinction? Why is it helpful? If we now take a look at a model of technological change, you can see that in the early phase, it would start with a radical innovation. Yeah? It's technological discontinuity in the first sense. And then we have an era of ferment, which is ended by a first dominant design. After that, we have incremental innovations. So we have a digital switching, we have a dominant design, but then this digital switch is incrementally made better, making it faster, for instance. And this phase is then ended by another radical innovation. For instance, it could be voice over IP, wireless LAN, for instance. And this is closing the circle. We have a second radical innovation, and then the circle goes on. So this is a basic understanding of technological change. And if we now look at market invasion by radical innovations, yeah, and this is, we already saw that in the other presentation, this S-formed, this S-shaped line of development. We have an established product, and the normal way of an invasion would be that we have another product, and this will take over the market when it is superior regarding the product performance. So that would be the normal model. So now in order to understand what Christensen said, and Christensen now brought another aspect in this whole picture. He said there's new technology which could be inferior and is still invading the market. So this is shown in this graph now. So we have this established radical innovation, and this radical innovation, it's the lower line, what you can see here, is inferior when it enters the market. And the old technology overshoots according to the performance demanded by the market. Yeah? You can see that here between the dotted lines would be what is demanded by the market. And because of that, now this inferior technology can take over the market, not being superior regarding this performance criteria. So that's what Christensen was arguing, and he also argued that this concept is applicable to all technologies, to all sectors, and to all companies.